Well, hello there guys and welcome to the stream. So, today we're just gonna be grinding it away. We're slowly but surely waiting out the time, basically. I'm gonna be having enough intel to awaken my A-gun and hopefully get the skill gem early on. So that's the main kind of like account objective for now. And the best thing I can do meanwhile is just kind of make sure I have as many units as I possibly can get for when it does happen. So I can try and push Cavalier, so I can try and push Variant 1, so on and so forth. So welcome everybody, and this isn't going to be overly special or exciting stream. It's going to be some arena, maybe some energy spending, maybe nibble at incursions just to get some more artifacts. What's up, Clash of Clowns? How are you doing? What's up, Anton? Welcome to the stream. Kabam Mike himself here. What's up, MK Roy? Welcome, welcome. And yeah, need to grind some milestones, get some units. Ideally, hopefully, I'm gonna manage to get to the next milestone in hero use. Recently got 6 standing fury, dude. Congratulations. Just need to get him duped now, because he really does need that dupe. Oh, come on, lad. You know those bleeds don't hurt me. Nick Fury? It's Nick Fury. What's up, Lawrence? Just dropping in, say hi. Well, hello there then. William. Just keep on playing. Need them units badly. 679 units at the moment. Not enough. I mean, I think overall we're doing quite alright, but how to solo? Don't get hit him, and it should work out. That's typically kind of like the go-to move. Do roll. I could do roll actually today as well on stream, but I mean, it would be wiser to wait till my A-gun is duped, I guess. But I guess I can just use Guillotine for it. Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, I need that tier 1 alpha, I think. So yeah, I might as well do roll as well today. And I have done some arena. Got 6-star Cap Marvel last month. Ooh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, they do pair together well. Yeah, it's gonna be sometime at the beginning of June when May Legends get announced. Oops, I forgot who I'm using. What's up, Timmy? Welcome to the stream. Should I do Realm of Legends on this stream or just do it separate stream for it later? What's up, Khan? Oh yeah, Colossus can hit like a tank, man, now. Colossus is an animal these days. They do so Stun Immune, Bane, Red Hunt in 563. Time the Bane. I have made this video specifically for Bane, which might be helpful. If you type in Bane KT1, then that could be helpful for you. Any champions with some sort of semi-power control would be good options for it. Do Variant? Cannot. I am not level 45 yet. You need to be level 45 in order to access Variant. So yeah, I couldn't do Variant if I wanted to or tried right now. Simply because they won't let me. Okay, these are gonna be impossible now. I mean, yeah, no, I'm not winning this one. Collector fight would be a whole lot easier without Bane, that's correct. You can do the hardest variant, but obviously I don't have champions for variant 1, man. It would be pretty much impossible for me to do that variant. Variant 1's the hardest one of them all. Whoa, how did that happen? It's okay, that was my plan all along. No, this was my plan. These arena fights are not gonna be too easy. Is the easiest variant? Variant 4. Objectively, but it all depends on like your roster and stuff. Yeah, 3 is easy if you have Sentinel or Ghost. High rank. And then you obviously have 2 easy if you have good XL champions. Stealth Bite is currently more useful, I'd say, than Blade is in endgame content, but it kind of depends where you're at in the game. Man, even arena on this account is such a struggle. Those bleeds are hardly doing any damage because willpower just heals him up. So I'm just gonna go for level 1, I guess. Oh wait, does he have like an armor break on level 3? What's up, Ace Brian? How are you doing? Come on, 1%. Haha, I won. Any variants today? I cannot get to variants at the moment. Oh man, that is 5.5 for arena. Do you play dungeons? You mean incursions? Well, yeah, I do. I actually should probably get some milestones from incursions. And nobody's not can't say that I'm not working hard for my arena points. The damage is quite pathetic though. What's up, the dead man? At which point I probably would be better off losing my streak. We'll see, maybe I'll lose my streak there anyways. I know I can talk so easily. Yeah. Привет, Konstantin. Как дела? Okay, this fight might actually be decent with Hela. Because I can slowly but surely just spam level 1s and increase my damage output with Furies without trying any antics. So I can kind of... Whoa, except I get hit. Okay, never mind, I messed up. Okay, streak lost. I knew that I'm gonna lose my streak anyways. So let's just build it up. Oh man. It's fine though, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You really enjoy using Sentinel? I generally don't. But like, I can admit that Sentinel is like a good character, you know, but he's not the most enjoyable champion to play, at least for me, I'd say. It's not like the worst one, it's not awful, but how far I can go? Well, I think we can try that Realm of Legends a bit later on in the stream as well. What do you guys think? Massacre Mysterio. I enjoy Massacre more. I enjoy Massacre more. What's up, the bird show? There we go. Learning how to play Sentinel came naturally. That's fair enough. I mean, I don't know. No, Sentinel is definitely not kind of like my type of character. Good to be back on live stream. Well, welcome back, my friend. Solo events. 8 minutes. I need to use like some 5-star champions quickly. So let's jump in here. Let's bring in these 5 stars for the first round. I have 8 minutes to try and get 25 units there. Awaken Nick Fury? Are you shitting me? And why haven't I changed the channel music? I actually have. I started using this music about 3-4 months ago. I used to use a different one and I got a lot of copyright claims. So in YouTube there's like very iffy thing. If you want music on your streams, then there's like always a chance that you're gonna have like some monetization issues. And I have had a lot of them. So I'm using these because most of the music here really doesn't really have that problem. Okay, Nick Fury is in arenas, so just nasty. He's gonna drop level 3 and I'm gonna be dead. Or not. Apparently it worked out. What's up, J-Rock? I'm doing just fine, thank you very much. Now let's burn down this lad quickly. Wonderful. Almost done. Sorted. What's up, David? How are you doing? I mean, Kabam in-game music. Yeah, I never listened to it, so I don't even really know. I mean, like, I have heard it on other streams and stuff, but when I play the game, I never have the music or in-game sounds on at all, ever. Nice beard. Why, thank you very much. It's getting a bit out of hand now, but yeah, it's not the worst beard ever, is it? What's up, Harriet? How are you doing? 10k shards. That's awesome. I got Loki, Yellow Jacket, Massacre. That's not as awesome. No, I haven't gotten anything good yet in rifts, unfortunately. I'm just gonna go in here like this. Do that fight. Well, I mean, on this account, okay, on my baby account, I haven't hardly done any rifts. On my main account, I have gotten some good stuff. Yeah, I got 2 awakening gems from the 7 rifts that I have done. Like 2 awakening gems, 11, like 1,000 6-star shards, and some other stuff. Is this FTP? No, this is like $15 a month account. This is about $15 a month. Exactly $15, I mean. Because I do buy the Summoner Sigil. And I also buy that $5 Peter Parker monthly unit card thing. So that's the only things that I kind of committed spending money to on this account, is the Sigil. Because I don't play this account too much. Obviously because I have my main account. And yeah, I think that's kind of helping me with, let's say, the energies and stuff like that. Because energy is like the biggest bane. I wouldn't want or need those units if, like, I could just play the game and I wouldn't have to buy the energy. But energy is like the biggest bane ever. Of course, there's like an Annihilus as well. There you go. Good morning, Aldo from UK. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Okay, if I had 8 minutes to get some of those points, let's see where I'm at now. Did I make it? Did I make it, please? No, I'm not gonna make it. I only have 3 minutes and I need like 9k points still. So I'm gonna miss out on 25 units, unfortunately. Oh well, sucks. Was a bit too slow. A bit too slow. I'm in the Baltics. I am from Latvia, but I'm in UK now. Oh, I should have probably done that, yes. Ah, whatever. Missed it, I missed it. It's fine. Let's go again. Positivity. Yes. So let's just do these fights quickly. Quarantine is, well, alright. I started a free-to-play account thanks to quarantine, I guess you can say. So that's alright. Kabam should have something quite big coming out in the next few days, yes. Sounds about accurate. Am I gonna open a 5-star crystal today? No, don't think so. Unfortunately, I wish I could, but no, not today. What's the best way to get ISO? Open crystals. Hyped about announcement? I have heard some interesting things that I'm not at liberty to discuss, but we'll see. For uncollected is awakened Blade good? Yeah. Man, like, if I have to spend a refill now though, because I don't think I have many refills. There you go. up, Sohantula. What are you doing? When can I awaken Aegon? Hopefully in 2 days. Or like day and a half. Basically need 2 more keycards to have 3000 intel. And then I obviously need to wait for Skill Awakening Gem. Ah, concierge. That stream from yesterday, yeah, I popped in. It was horrible. It was hard to stay away from the chat, I'll be honest, like, because it was awful, man. That stream was so cringe and so useless. Not a single fight that actually kind of like showcased what that Red Guardian does, because the first fights, well, it was like heroic, like all the fights were over by the time he got like level 1 or level 2. And in Incursions, obviously you get all of those buffs and stat increases and whatever else not, so I still can't judge like the fight properly. They couldn't have taken like a time at all to, I don't know, like go in spar on Winter Soldier or something, right? Or also they had to use like 4 stars. Couldn't they use max 5 stars? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I get that the guy on the left was like new and all that, and that's fine, man. That's fine. Level up arrangements. Did I manage or not? Alright, let's restart the game. I want to see if I got those 25 units or not. But yeah, I mean, like, clearly he didn't know how to play the game, which is fine. Where's my baby Yoda? It's coming, Lawrence. It's coming.
Where's my baby Yoda?
It's clearly coming for you. You just needed to wake him up. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I got this thing, which is whatever. There are no units in here. But then in finished it shows 1, but where is that 1? Oh, if I go here. Yeah, I got my units. Haha, 25 units. Kachin. Kachin. Winning. 25 units. And thank you very much. Isn't Ghost boring? Yeah. I mean, like, it's kind of okay, it's just not overly worth doing them. Realistically. Okay, no, not quit first, I'll finish it. Those units, and what's that design? Oh. So many units? Well, I'm being very economical. Well, Act 5 completion stream become. I already completed Act 5, my friend. Now I need to wait another day and a half or so to get the chronometer for rifts. And once I do that, I can awaken my Aegon, and once my Aegon's awakened, I'm gonna be pushing uncollected. No, but Cavalier, man. So that's gonna be 6.1 completion. That's like the big thing, and obviously at some point I'm going to be getting in Act 5 exploration as well. Exploration stream? Well, I'd still rather have that Aegon awakened to make it easier on myself, because everything I do now, like, it's just unnecessarily kind of like harder for myself without that Aegon. Oh no, it's not my mastery points not put, it's just like new champions or whatever. Am I saying for masteries? Not really, I'm just saying kind of for refills and revives, I guess, because I'm going to be tackling some content. Because as soon as I get Aegon awakened, I'm quite positive that very shortly I'll be able to rank 4 my A-gun as well, because I already have tier 2 alphas and tier 4 basics. I only need like 2 class catalysts, and then I'll be able to take my A-gun to rank 4. And that means with rank 4 A-gun, I'll be able to do Labyrinth of Legends. With 6 stones for A-gun, that's a good question. But even at a low sig A-gun, I can make it work. I'm sure I can make it work. I think I have like 26 stones. No? Yeah, I have 26 stones, so he's gonna be like sig 21. The 26 6 stones. So I got something. Oh, yeah, never mind, wrong place. But yeah, I have 26 6 stones, so it's something. Whoops, wrong place, wrong place. Arena here, yes. Yeah, I know, chapter 3 will be quite long. Act 5 is going to be really long in general, but with A-gun at rank 3, rank 4, I should be having a lot better time overall. I do not remember how many units I used for Abyss, I'll be honest. Because I also bought some boosts and stuff like that to make it kind of go quicker. But I honestly do not know. Yes, I'm saying for Chronometer I need 2 more days and I'll have it. So basically the one that I get today and tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be able, tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon, I'll be able to get that Chronometer. But yeah, as soon as my A-gun goes like rank 4, I'm going in Labyrinth. Then from Labyrinth we're getting a couple more 5 stars immediately. Obviously, yeah, then as soon as I get that A-gun away, my account should have quite drastic jump in progression quickly. Just got Nova. Nova is bad. Nova is awful. Nova is very, very bad champion. One of the worst ones released this year. Yeah, stupid question, but still, maybe you need to buy.
What kind of businesses are you looking for?
No, I'm still gonna get that Chronometer because everything on my account currently does hinge whether I do or do not dupe that A-gun. Because there are so many rubbish 5 stars I could get. And like, even like, okay, I have Nebula, which is alright. Still, she's not gonna be my answer for Labyrinth, she's still not gonna be my answer for getting Cavalier, for instance, so on and so forth. So, getting that option of Awakening A-gun is gonna be huge for my account. What's up, Avinash? How are you doing? Smash that like? Why, yes, please. That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, let's use some. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna use the 4 stars in this arena, and I'm gonna start using 3 stars in the other one to kind of try and get some milestones from there. Where can I find tier 4 CC? Glory Store would probably be the best place where to look. What if the skill gem never showed up? Well, then I would be a very unhappy little summoner. But let's not be negative, I'm sure it will show up. I don't know, I would have liked, that's one of the reasons why I think Abyss feels rushed. Because there are champion duplicates and there's like no pre-content and it was just like dropped. Kind of like, I don't know, the whole Abyss thing seemed really rushed, I'll be honest. Be positive? Yes. Actually, be negative is a new Marvel superhero. Like legit, they made a like the new Warriors or whatever it is. They have superheroes like Safe Space and Be Negative and stuff like that. I'm serious. Be Negative is like a Marvel superhero now. And Safe Space. Man, I saw those new Warriors not concept art, but like the release kind of like notes or whatever it is, and I was appalled. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe Marvel is coming to that. Yeah, Snowflake and Safe Space. Man, I saw those and Be Negative. And I was like, what the actual... You know, like, just when like sheer disappointment is combined with disgust, that was kind of like my reaction. It's like, what an actual flippin' mother flopping. No, Awakening Gem is completely random. It's not affected by the class. Taserface. Now, Taserface is funny though. Don't mix Taserface in here, man. Taserface was like a legit funny joke in Guardians. You maxed out again, gonna push for lol. How many units you must have? Depends how well you can play. That's about it, man. You can do it practically itemless. I did like 3 parts of Labyrinth itemless with Aegon. Completely itemless, like no boost, no heals, no nothing. So yeah, it really depends how well you play. Yeah, I think there's screen time and there's something else as well. Do you? What do you think the big news is? I think it's gonna be some sort of big event or new game mode or something. It sounds like it, as far as I have. Because I have kind of like poked at some of the CCP members, and even they don't give up anything. But the way kind of like the comments came, like I could kind of imply that it's first and foremost, it's nothing to do with this whole current outbreak. It's not kind of like them addressing feedback. So let's make that clear. Because Dave said, not just Dave, but plenty other people have said that. And I think on Kabam forums, one of the mods also mentioned that this is basically not to do with that. And no, but like the amount of work involved in whatever was in that presentation is far greater than the amount of work they could have possibly managed to do since this whole season thing started till now. So realistically, I think it will have nothing to do with like the feedback and them doing stuff because of that thread or whatever else. Second thing, the way they spoke about it led me to believe that it's not only gonna have amazing feedback, it might have some negative outbreak as well. So that being said, my kind of speculation would be either completely new game mode or replacing or changing AQ and AW up. I think AQ might get revamped or something. Marl dead? No, Marl's not dead. So I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna be something different from what you're expecting, because I don't think it's gonna be anything to do with the current kind of like complaints and issues with the game. I think it's gonna be like a separate whole new thing that they had figured out they're gonna do regardless. You don't ignore very, very important decision. I'm not trying to ignore you, man. Got the chronometer. Should I get Awakening Gem for Darkhawk or for Corvus? For Corvus, obviously. That's not a very important decision because it's an obvious decision. Darkhawk is like Fiat Punto. It's a functional vehicle that you can see on the road, but it's nothing you should strive to achieve for. Now, Corvus is like the best Range Rover on the road. You want it, and you want it as shiny and new as you can possibly get it. Does that make sense? Should make sense. When my story, I have completed Act 5, haven't started Act 6, haven't explored it. Haven't explored Act 5 yet either. No, Darkhawk's not insane. Darkhawk's like alright and best. I mean, he's not a horrible champ, but he's not also overly great. Also, let me get one point across immediately, right now. To everybody who is saying that Marvel Concept Champions is dying, you, my dear sir, know nothing. Only thing you have to do is look at, for instance, profit margins. Profit margins have done nothing but gone up for Marvel Contest Champions for like last 4 years steady. That means today Marvel Contest Champions is making more money than it did a year ago. That means whenever they launch 4th of July sales, they make more money than they did 4th of July before. Whenever they launch Christmas sales, they make more money than Christmas before. Marvel Contest Champions as a mobile game has never made more money than it makes right now. So if you're saying MCOC is dead or dying, you can shut the fuck up. Just because an endgame community retire and some people retire doesn't mean that there aren't 15 new people who get into spending or whaling. It's quite simple as that. Like, you can say whatever, but there are more and more people playing the game and more people spending on the game. Just because there's a lot of negativity, and currently it gives an impression as if like everybody's, oh my god, quitting. At the same point, there are hundreds or thousands of people who do not go to the forums, who do not actively live on YouTube for Marvel Contest Champions, and they still do just fine for now, as of their latest, for instance, income. Maybe somehow magically last week was a record drop, but I don't think it is, so. But yeah, no, the game isn't dying or dead. I have heard that this game is dying for 4 years straight. I have legit, like, every year you hear people going, oh, this game's dying, everybody's leaving. Call of Duty Mobile came out. This game's dying. Where's Call of Duty Mobile now? Another game came out. Oh, this game's dying. No, it's fucking not. It's like, no, it's not. Albeit, yeah, there are a lot of problems with the game, but lack of players or lack of money spent on it is not one of them. Has never been one of them. And yeah, don't think that's gonna be the issue. Did I watch that Red Guardian stream? Yes. Unfortunately, I found that Red Guardian stream to be absolutely worthless, but hey. I spent about half an hour on the stream and I didn't like benefited anything from it. They didn't answer a single question in chat. The chat was toxic pile of scum, and everybody was just being extremely nasty and mean to the presenter, and overall just kind of like hate kabamisms happening there a lot. And the stream itself also, when it comes to showcasing Red Guardian, did absolutely nothing for me, because only gameplay we saw was Red Guardian against heroic opponents, where the fight was over by the time you get to level 1. Or then you could see Red Guardian incursions with 79 different buffs active, which won't be in normal scenario. So yeah, that stream was effectively absolutely pointless and a waste of my time. Alright, Timmy. I'll just do me. Will you buy regular cows? No, I'm not gonna buy crystals on this account, like, at all. Probably, like, maybe, I don't know, one in a blue moon, because yeah, that's not the point. At this point, I do not intend to spend more than $15 a month. Whoa. Okay, that kind of works. But yeah, the goal here is to spend only $15 a month for Sigil and for Peter Parker Unicard, and try and clear as much content as I can. Minecraft's everlasting. Minecraft's like a modern version of Legos, I think. Sounds like Lego is such a like basic, simple toy, and like yeah, they release new sets and all that, but the whole concept of Legos is ancient, but it's still one of the most popular toys because it's freaking awesome, and I can respect that. In main account regular cows, yeah, I sometimes do. Sometimes the hand slips, you know, and you get overcome by weakness of heart, and you end up purchasing some regular Cavalier crystals. I mean, like, if Cavalier crystals in store currently award you increased chance to pull Electra, I think Cavalier crystals are objectively more alluring. Oh, you mean Red Guardian main? What about Red Guardian main? I do not have Red Guardian. Will I buy any Cavaliers for Red Guardian? Maybe. I actually like Red Guardian. I think he's cool. I think he might be the best champion this year so far. Hopefully. Oh. Yeah, sure, Luis. Hide user on this channel. There we go. Oh, another funny guy. Think you'll do LOL on this account or skip to this? I'll do LOL, definitely, because if I have a gun, I can do LOL extremely cheaply. So I do think that I'll definitely do at least the initial completion, if not 100% with a gun. Eventually. But for now, like, obviously just the initial completion. Can Mysterio plus Heimdall solo 6.22? Yeah, maybe. Think so. Could be. Possible. Maybe next one. Yeah. Hey, what's up, kitten friend? Act 5 exploration and go for Cavalier. If you can, get Cavalier first and then go back to Act 5. Unduped Angela, duped Colossus to rank 4. I wouldn't really recommend either of those choices, to be absolutely 100% fair. But if I must choose, I'd definitely go with Colossus, and then he can at least shred some variant 2 for you. Massacre, I think he's worth rank 4 on Awakened, yes. His Awakened ability is helpful, but it's not mandatory. You really need an advice? Okay, what kind of an advice? Don't you mother flippin'. Okay, at least I'm not gonna die, I think. There we go. Oh yeah, Kal is like a potion-hungry little beast. But look at that, I got 300k points. Yeah, Kal's... he has a shield, that's the most kind of like pathetic thing, like... He has a shield, god damn it. Apparently a squirrel gives Squirrel Girl like 1300 or something block proficiency. And a shield gives Kal nothing. KT the grinder? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Grinding my heart out here, lad. Grinding my heart out, lad, for you. Actually, I just grind the arena so I can hang out with you guys, because I'm lonely. Yes, Warlock can counter Labyrinth X23 for sure. Well, yeah, that's the thing with Act 5, you need a lot of refills, and by extension, quite a lot of units. Boom, sorted, done. Deadish. 15 arena crystals with no units. Ouch. Must sting, my man. Must sting. And a new character, Jubilee. I have been wanting Jubilee since forever in contest. Honestly, like, Jubilee is where it's at. Add her to the game already. This is alternate KT. KT doesn't play Arena Exposed. Well, technically. What's up, Steve? What's so wrong with Arena? Arena's beautiful. Arena is amazing. Arena is where it's at. Oh my god. Like, I mean, like, Jubilee, it's not that I particularly even like her or think she's amazing or have followed her overly, but it's because of that dingus X-Men cartoon. Because, like, she was everywhere in that cartoon kind of like thing, and, like, I remember her so vividly, like, from my childhood as, like, the character, for whatever reason, I kind of, like, sympathized with, and I was always interested in Jubilee much more than any other X-Men. Like, screw Cyclops, screw Beast, or whatever. I always wanted to know what Jubilee's up to. And, yeah. Like, where the hell is she? You need incursions? Maybe a bit later. I need Arena and units right now. Yeah, her powers are kind of like fireworks. That's as much as I know about her. I'm sure there's like a legitimate kind of like quote-unquote reason or explanation or whatever. 5.4 is not much more difficult than 5.3, no. 5.4 is actually quite interesting, I'd say. Assuming characters by the world taken over by alternate KT. One can only wish. Hashtag life goals. How about that? Like Hyper Aegon and Dulo. Well, Aegon is much more suited for Labyrinth. Yeah, at rank 4 for Labyrinth, Aegon is definitely good enough, but like for Act 6 and stuff like that, you want him maxed out. I think Doom is coming in next arena, if I'm not mistaken. He's bound to be like a basic 4-star, no? I don't know. I don't know. I think he is. I don't know. People say stuff. Some people listen to it. Dun, 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 dun. Let's chorus it up. Don't make you Groot. Oh, well now you told me exactly who you're gonna be. Well, I opened 2 PHEs yesterday and both of them were 4 stars, and then I opened Legendary Crystal. It gave me 225 units. I feel like I won the game. Well, that's certainly some impressive RNG there. How do you get the wrench next to your name? You suck up to me for long enough and well enough that I think you deserve a wrench. I actually should and will do like a mod cleanup quite soon, I think. Because I think I have too many mods somehow got in Act 2. So if you magically lose your wrench, do not be surprised. Don't kind of like get too stoic about it. We're gonna talk and we're gonna discuss it, but yeah, I think I need to check my mod squad a bit more and make sure that everybody who isn't supposed to be there isn't there. What about pineapple? Like, how do you decide who gets it? I don't know, depends on the color of your eyes and how great of a chin line you have. Generally, I don't have set criteria for it, but I can tell you one thing for sure: there's somebody who asks for it consistently immediately loses 79 cookie credibility points for it, though. Just saying. It's typically the people who don't ask for it specifically who get it. You know, kind of like the whole Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone. He who wants to use it shall never obtain it, only he who wants to find it, or whatever it was. The least favorite part of the game, arena. And energy refills. Hands in my chin line in years. I don't know, I didn't count how many people I have given wrenches to. What's up with this interrogation? No, I haven't watched Stranger Things, still. No Stranger Things for me. I just don't have time, I'm too busy by doing nothing. Like, you know, it's very difficult to slot in a whole TV series in between a whole lot of nothing special and just don't feel like it. Picking up like series and then binging, it's like huge commitment. So on 515, annoying map. What is 515? 515 is Bane. It wasn't too bad, I think. Yeah, 515 is that Daredevil boss. Just need to kind of like practice against Bane. I have a video specifically kind of explaining how to deal with Bane. So maybe that can help you if you type in Bane KT1. And then I kind of like go over some possible solutions, I'd say. How about that? Maybe it's helpful. I think 7 stars are going to be invented. Well, no, 7 stars will start coming sooner. 7 stars will start coming when rank 4, 6 stars are here, I think. Because 5 stars started coming. No, it's sorry, because 6 stars arrived in the game before we could max out our 5 stars. So I think they can probably do the same. Oh, 5 and 6. Oh, yeah. 525 is Bane. 515, I don't know what it is. Don't honestly remember it at all. Gulk Abyss. Well, you need your void to be duped. So you basically need Nick Fury can do that fight well. And you can just forget about the whole heal reversing thing. So I can use like Nick Fury. Or you can use the heal reversals, which is Captain America Infinity War, Nick Fury, or Void. Solid collector with 5 star and 3 Quake with Black Widow synergy. Super stock, that's awesome, man. Congrats. Quake's such a beast. Once we are more defensive and brute force node? I don't think so, to be honest. Maybe. I don't think I have noticed at all. What score gets new Black Widow? No clue. I have generally, like, if there's one weak point, call it my Achilles heel, that would be arenas. I know nothing about arenas in MCOC. Rank 1 7 star would be equal to rank 4. It would be rank 3 or rank 4 6 star, yeah, probably. Can you do Abyss with only Ega? No. That's simple as. Nope. Not gonna work. Ain't a great idea. Is line 2 in Abyss? I don't think. No, I don't think so. The hardest one kind of depends. It's probably either the Hillmonger or Havoc one. But all in all, like, I don't overly look at Abyss lines as being particularly kind of generically difficult, though. In Abyss, I mean, there is a cost associated with it, right? Because you die a lot, often because of the timer. And that's kind of the only reason why Abyss actually costs a lot to explore. If you didn't have that die now button in Abyss, Abyss would be far easier than exploring Act 5 for Act 6, for instance. Only thing that mystifies Abyss is because of how huge health pools. But it doesn't matter if, like, I don't know, Omega Red has 2 point something million. It's still a very simple basic fight that you would solo with Aegon. I don't know, plenty of kind of like sustainable attempts. And that is what it is. Like, it's just because of the enrage timer, Abyss quote unquote seems hard. It's not really. Like, honestly, Act 6 is so much more technical. It requires you to have so much more in-game knowledge. It requires you to have so much wider roster, and it requires many fights to be very annoying, difficult, hard, so on and so forth. Abyss isn't hard. This is expensive because you're forced to die on the enrage timer. Like, if they took an enrage timer away, I can bet you, maybe outside of collector fights, the rest of the path could be done in like an Odin or something. Because, yeah, vast majority of the problems in Abyss is just the simple fact that your enrage runs out. And even if you kind of like put enrage away, other biggest cause of death in Abyss is that random evade, which again is kind of like artificial thing. Every champion has a small chance to evade. But it's not that the fight is hard, it's the fact that there is this small chance of evade which you cannot consistently try and keep in mind if you want to stick to your game plan. And at the same time, it's gonna be there and it's gonna catch you and you're gonna die because of it. So those two things make Abyss seem like it's a hard piece of content when it's not. Abyss is... And there are gonna be probably somebody who is disagreeing. Abyss is easy. Realistically, there are only a couple of fights that are hard by default. Luke Cage fight can be hard if you're not like running stealth with Spidey or something. Massacre fight is skill based. I suppose Red Skull fight is quite difficult. Is there anything else that's inherently hard? Not really. There's like 2 or 3 fights. Even Labyrinth of Legends arguably was much more skill based. But it's just, yeah, those evades and the evades and timer. You die because of it, so you spend a lot of units. Because you have spent a lot of units, you think Abyss is hard. No, it's not. Act 6 is hard. Abyss isn't. Yeah, because of Limber, you can't parry. Because there are many more fights like Spidey's, like Juggernauts, where you need to land your heavy attacks, Agent Venoms, which are tricky to balance that Incinerate back in the day when we had hardly any Incinerate immune champions. I don't know, even Magneto fight is relatively technical. The Cyclops that's fully unblockable. So on and so forth. So, the nodes themselves, like Black Widow for instance, where you can't punish Black Widow as special attacks. Black Widow is like a skill-based fight. And so on and so forth. So, all in all, I think Labyrinth is more skill-based than Abyss is. It's just that Abyss obviously has much more higher price tag on. But for when it came out, Labyrinth was far more difficult. And yeah, I don't know, better. What's up, Badon? Okay, I'm doing just fine. Oh yeah, and obviously Collector is just full of BS. Progression guide video. Quite a few people have been asking for it, or it's just you every single time. Which one is it? How many times have you asked for that? I think I should, but I don't know if I can make it as detailed because there's more to be crammed in the same video. Yeah, I haven't tried it, but I have seen that Captain Marvel movie just melts now with any Mystic. Abyss is possible without Aegon, MSD. Yeah, Abyss is possible without Aegon for sure. I have done Aegon-less, I have done Horseman-less Abyss path clears. Like where I use none of the Abyss Horsemen. There's a stream or 2 streams on the channel where I go in Abyss and do not use any Horsemen at all. So no Aegon, no Doom, no Human Torch, no Nick Fury. What's up, Surgeon Born? How are you doing, man? Think this should work. But yeah, Abyss Collector is just so annoying. Will I do Abyss with Colossus? I don't know, maybe. That's one of the things that I really want to do, but I just cannot afford it. It's as simple as that. Like, when my YouTube channel picks up a bit again, because actually my traffic in YouTube has gone down a bit during this whole lockdown thing. But yeah, for now, unfortunately, I just simply can. Yeah, I can't justify dropping like $100 or $200 for units just to do a stream if I'm not doing all that well myself. The Belgium apple juice yesterday, nice, man. Belgians have quite decent apple juice. Latvians are better though. So either way, I don't know. I really do want to do that Colossus and Abyss. And slowly but surely also like my stash is building up. So if I feel like when I'm gonna be able to cover a lot of the cost thanks to my stash, I might do it at some point. Maybe at the end of the month. Who knows? Oh, I should've. Come on, melt away. Have I drank Guinness? I have tried it, I'm not the biggest fan, man. Who did I use in my Harshmallows Abyss? I used Guillotine 2099, which did quite poorly. Black Widow Clairvoyant, which is also like eh. I used She-Hulk, which was an MVP. Then I used Captain America Infinity War, which was amazing as well. And who was the last? Corvus for Collector. What happened with Analyzer? Do not know. Okay, let's go, lad. Let's melt this sucker. Sorted. Star-Lord's decent for this, kind of, but there are better options. Again, that Wade is kind of like messy with him, and yeah, he can put in a lot of damage, but there are definitely better options. For instance, I'd rather use She-Hulk in the vast majority of the fights over Star-Lord. Second question, Aegon Sig 125, should I run LOL 100% or first Abyss run? Second fact, what team for Abyss Aegon? Proxima, Awaken, 600 Fury, 600 Human Torch, Quake, Doom. Derek. Right, so first do Labyrinth because it's easy and you're gonna do it like basically for free. For Labyrinth you can pretty much use whatever team you want. For Abyss, first clear, use Aegon, Nick Fury, Human Torch, Dr. Doom, and then either Heimdall or Quake for the weight charges, or Proxima as well. It's kind of up to you, it's not too important, man. How do you play Massacre? Could I know? What do you mean? Like, I just played Massacre, that's how you do. You hit opponent's block, you ignite your bat, and then you just shred them. Roughly, I don't know. If you have stash, then probably around Odin, maybe a bit more, or a bit less, depending how big your stash is. Do you think Carnage should have basically everything Venom hasn't? No, I disagree with that kind of idea. I like that champions have different twists, and I think Carnage is perfectly fine as a champion. Carnage is one of the most fun champions in the game, I'd say. It's one of my personal favorites, because I absolutely love using Carnage. He might not be the greatest, but he's well-balanced, fun champion that can put together some insane bleeds, can do some really good damage with his buffs and stuff, and yeah, I think Carnage is pretty much more or less fine as he is. Obviously, I'd like to see him be better and have more stuff, but like realistically, when you have champions like Groot in the game, you cannot justify thinking that like, oh my god, we need to look at Carnage. No, we need to look at Groot, we need to look at Iron Man, we need to look at Iron Patriot. Carnage is doing just alright. That would be illegal. We need variety of champs. What? Let's go Diablos. Let's go for that iron skin, shall we? Oh, I accidentally went for the second iron skin. Oh well. Do you think I'm gonna not activate it? Now you're so dead. There you go. You already got Hype, Sentinel, Colossus, and 5 go Act 5 Explored, and Cavalier can decide who's next for variants. If you have Sentinel and Colossus, you can do variant 3 quite easily, I'd say, with Sentinel probably. So I'd do variant 3 first, these are. Did you see Swedish UC with red guy? What? No. Don't think so. Red. Nope, did not. All symbiotes should have something in common. Yeah, I guess it'd be neat. Come on, let's burn this guy. There you go. What character do I want to see? I already answered this one today, and it is Jubilee. I'd like to say Jubilee. Does Incinerate cancel healing? No, Incinerate lowers block proficiency. Thing that works and interacts with healing is poison, and poison reduces healing by 30%. I mean, with Despair, any debuff, yeah, but in general, inherently, Incinerate lowers block proficiency and removes a chance of perfect bluff. Cold Snap, in general, prevents opponents from evading. Bleed, in general, does absolutely nothing. Poison reduces the healing potency. Is there anything I missed? Shock, and Shock inherently does absolutely nothing as well. So basically the debuffs, 3 debuffs that have secondary uses are Poison, which affects healing, Incinerate, which affects block proficiency and perfect block, and we have Cold Snap, which prevents evade. Shock and Bleed does nothing as secondary abilities outside of damage. So you can say Shock is like a basic energy damage, and Bleed is basic physical damage, I guess. Oh, should be physical. Is Bleed considered as physical damage? Don't know. Whoa. Come on, lad. And you still didn't die. You little prick. Spider prick. Ooh, I need to put the charger in. Pound the like button. Yes, go ahead. Violate that like button. Shock does more. Not inherently. Shock does more damage against robots if it's stated in the abilities. But it's not like a dominant common ability for Shock, not as far as I'm aware of it. Shock does, like stacking against Spider-Man champions, Shock does more, and maybe there's some other one that does more against robots, but it's not like an inherent ability Shock possesses. Tickle it too, well, if you must. Yeah, as soon as I get Aegon Awakened, I'm gonna get Cavalier. For sure. No, there are no specific dates for any class. It's all random when you go in Rifts. Hey, what's up, LC? How are you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Finally made it. Smash it. Whoopsie. What's up? Well, I'm just, believe it or not, doing some arena again. Why? I need units, and I need to have a way to pass my time, more or less, till I'm waiting till I can awaken my Aegon. Finally awaken my Colossus. KT, you were right about everything. Thanks, man. Yeah, Colossus is an exciting champion for sure. How long will you arena? I do not know. I've been going for like an hour. I still have some champions. When I start running out of champions, then I'll be done. Yes, I'm going for Cavalier with rank 3 Aegon. Actually, my Aegon could be taken to rank 4 if I get a bit lucky, because, I mean, like, I'm gonna go for Cavalier, whether my Aegon's rank 3 or 4. But, realistically, I'm very close to taking that Aegon up to rank 4. Because I only need, like, 2 skill class catalysts, and that's it. I have tier 2 alphas, I have, like, the rest of the stuff. So, if I get the 2 skill tier 4 class catalysts, it's on, baby. It's on. Do you understand it? It's on. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. Can't do that, man. Also, music tracks coming in with a tenor. Right?
Thanks for using my music, means a lot.
Well, you're very welcome. Thanks for making the music that can be used. Means a lot. But I'm not gonna send you a tenor back. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Let me get a second to get your name up there. Isn't that how it goes for so long and I still no Hood any star? You don't need Hood, man. Believe in soul of the Marvel. You have the power, you don't need Hood. LC music tracks 10. That's at the top of Whale Relief Fund. There we go. Nice. Front and center. Let's go. Oh, come on, lad. Don't do this to me. Don't spaz it out. Welcome. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Haha. Haha. Okay, this should finish it probably. Some bleeds. Come on, bleed out. Haha, win. Ooh, somebody used the potty mouth. Somebody's a potty mouth. Do your parents know? How many decent 4-stars I have? I have a couple, but it's... I'm not trying to invest much in 4-stars. I'm kind of like, you know, into the whole 5-star thing, because Kabam made it perfectly clear that 4-stars are irrelevant. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna take like any 4-stars rank 5. I'm just saving myself for 5-stars. That's right. You need to know you're worth more than a 4-star. Be patient. One day after you get married, you're gonna get a 5-star service. Soon 5-stars will be irrelevant. Eventually. I don't think it's gonna be soon, but eventually. It's your first time seeing those KT emojis. Well, it wouldn't be your first time if you were a member of the channel. Wink wink. Hulkbuster coming in June. Yes, that should be the case. So a couple more weeks, probably like 3 or whatever. I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with saving yourself for the 5-stars. I will not submit to the peer pressure, and I will not simply start taking random 4-stars to rank 5 and give them all of the goods, like, you know, those tier 4 class catalysts. You can save them for 5-star. Will I rank Hulkbuster up? Possibly. I do have a duped 6-star, so I might take my 6-star to rank 2. 600 scenes are down. Congratulations, Maxine. Doc Wars rank 4? Yeah, Doc's kind of alright. I look at him like a niche champion. But, yeah, he's quite alright. Nothing too bad about Doc inherently. Many people absolutely love that lad. Okay, come on, no, this is not good, this is not good, this is not good, this is not good. Let's work it out. When you're 60, he'll get a 6-star. Maybe. Havoc worth rank 4, yes, definitely. Havoc is amazing champion, man. Havoc is, I think, at this point even underrated in the game, because he can do a lot of cool stuff. Oh yeah, Doc Ock is niche, but he does have some insane use. I agree to that. Like, when Doc Ock is kind of like Ronan, And I mean it in like the best way, because Ronan to me is like the ultimate cheese kind of like champion. When time and when necessity calls for Ronan, there is none better. None of this whole Morningstar thing or Dr. Voodoo or Magic or whatever. Ronan just goes in, perma-stuns, you can go make a T or whatever, come back and win the fight. And that's kind of the same thing with Dr. Octopus. When you see all of these increased, improved power gain champions and so forth, have a little Dr. Octopusy and he's just gonna shred through all of them. Better than anybody and anything else. The first clear fact find, got 5-star Voodoo, dupe, 5-star Saber to dupe, and 6-star Psylocke. Ooh, that's nice. I mean, Voodoo dupe is nice, Sabertooth is okay, Psylocke is my condolences. So all in all, I think well-balanced day in Marvel Console Champions. MS boring? Yes. I find MS boring, personally. Jagger my 5-star, even though my 4-stars are significantly better. Not necessarily always. Probably smarter solution would be quite frequently just be flipping patient. Nobody's putting gun to your head unless you literally have all the catalysts expiring. You can always make the smartest choice and not rank up anything right now, you know? It's like, for instance, I don't know, I have 7 tier 5 basics at the moment. Could rank up 3 5-stars easily to rank 2, and I also have 6-star rank 1 to 2 rank up gems, so I could take another. And it's like, why? There's nothing that I particularly need right now. So I'm just sitting on them, thinking maybe. But purely kind of systematically speaking, it's always pretty much more wise not to rank up immediately as you obtain something, because that's why that way you give yourself more time to get champions you really want to rank up. Look at 6-star worth rank 2. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan. He's not a bad champion by any means, but I have like a 660 Luke Cage, but I'm not taking him up because I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of him. I think he's missing something to be like great. Oh no, Doc Ock is definitely not the best power control champ. There are many better power control champs strictly looking as power control overall, because there are several ways of power gain. There is increased power gain, by as in the power gain that you see, I don't know, cornered, or simply opponent champion has 200% increased power gain. Many better options for that. Then there is the active like power gain buffs or whatever, which again many nullified champions or whatever could work much better. It makes, for instance, Magic as a standard power control champion so much better than this, not a discussion. Now Dr. Octopus is the biggest and baddest mother flipping power gain champion only when it comes to improved passive power gain nodes. Stuff like Doctor Strange, stuff like Symbiote Supreme, so on and so forth. Champions that gain power passively, and you also are able to land your heavy attacks, which is also kind of important. So no, he's not the best power control champion by a mile, not even close. But for specific niche scenarios where it is a passive kind of like power gain that you need to deal with, yes, Doc Ock is the daddy. But as a generically, if you want to put in a basic power gain king label on, no, screw that, not a chance. Do I watch some of the BG streams? Yeah, I do watch quite a bit of BG streams. Five and 3 plus corner plus 50% power efficiency. Use my rank 3 5-star Doom, infinite special. Yeah, yeah, I can see that happening quite easily there. Oh, what about Gilead? I need help with Spine Node not collected. The last time when I can get 5-star echo. Been trying for 2 days now. Well, the Spine Node doesn't exclusively need a specific solution. I think in one of my Apple Juice streams I went through that Spine Node with like a meme champion team. You just need basically champions that don't have buffs. The rest of it kind of depends on you and how well you can play. And I know that many people don't like this answer, and I can hear 3 kind of like dislikes being left on a stream. But there are such harsh things in this game as a skill of the player and like skill gap and things that players need to improve rather than they need perfect solutions with. I think the best kind of like examples is how many people complain about Bane and Masochism initially in Act 5.2. How many people get stuck on it and like, oh, I can't get it done and I don't have good champions for it or whatever. Bane and Masochism both effectively can be done with pretty much anybody. It's just you who needs to know how to fight against those nodes. And Spite is very similar. Like, yes, there can be some incredibly difficult matchups with Spite and some other nodes active, but that's not the case. Simply by going on a path that says Spite, you can use any champion pretty much, even champions with buffs. I remember dealing with stun immune, Spite, Venom pulling the road to Labyrinth, and I just used like a random champion and just actively kind of like had a high pace fight and baited out his like level 2s. It's about player learning how to deal with these nodes much more so than it is about, oh my god, this is like the one champion that you need. Most of the earlier game design is actually quite clever in the sense that you have champions who deal with it better, you have champions that deal with it worse, but what you do have kind of like in common with all of it is that you have to play well in order to get by it, not have like the bestest as champions. There, I said my piece. So whilst, yes, Spite can be extremely annoying, if you have tried for 2 days to get past it, you're gonna have to try for 3rd or 4th day. Maybe look up some videos about Spite and just practice. So now, if you still feel inclined like leaving a big fat dislike for my answer, because I didn't want to hold your hand and say that Spite is BS, that's fine. I'm not mad. But yeah, no, there are times in a game when Kabam actually did alright, and when everything is not necessarily BS or cash grab or extremely hard. How many can counter Spiked Armor? Actually, a load of champions, man. Most of the Mystic champions love Spiked Armor, because you can take those buffs and just use them and feed Mystic Dispersion. And so like Dr. Voodoo is fantastic for Spiked Armor. So it would be like, I don't know, Man Thing, so on and so forth. So you can basically just thrive on the extra buffs from Spiked Armor. And then there are obviously champions like, I don't know, Black Widow, so on and so forth, Archangel, which reduce opponent's ability accuracy, and you can just kind of shut the node off and deal with it that way. Then there are champions like Crossbones and Guillotine 2099 who simply do not crit, and you can deal with that Spiked Armor that way. Then there are also regen champions. For instance, one of the older favorite options for Spiked Armor was a simple Wolverine, because you could just regen the damage you take, and if opponent gets too many stacks of Spiked Armor, just slow down a bit, and you can regen more than the Spiked Armor deals the damage to you, and that's perfectly acceptable way how to deal with Spiked Armor. Obviously then there's Quake, because Quake is so freaking amazing. Then there are also champions that have huge physical resistance and who pretty much ignore Spiked Armor. For instance, I think Red Hulk can pretty much ignore the Spiked Armor, because his physical resistance is so huge, he doesn't take too much damage, and it's not like he has the highest crit rate either, so he will not trigger as many stacks. So there are like, Spiked Armor is actually like very, very beautiful node, because there's upside, which you can use and abuse, for instance, Mystic Champion and opponents having buffs. There's obviously punishment, which is the damage that you get back, but there are multiple ways how you can deal with it, benefit from it. Yeah, as I said, you can use Spiked Armor. I can use Spiked Armor nodes even to, I don't know, stun lock opponents with Ronin, for instance. There are a lot of, like, Spiked Armor is cool. I like Spiked Armor in general. I think it's a cool node, because yeah, Mystic champions can absolutely thrive with Spiked Armor. There are champions who work completely around it, and there are champions who switch it off. And there are champions who can get wrecked by it. Will CMM help against Mr. Sin Undupe? Undupe is hard, man. I'm sure you can, but it's gonna be quite expensive. But yeah, Undupe, Captain Marvel movie, I think it's gonna be tricky, I'll be honest. Who are decent Iceman counters? I don't know. I'm Infinity War, Warlock. What do you need countering? The damage? Ghost. Perfect counter for Iceman. There are many counters for Iceman. Colossus is good for Icarus. He's alright. There are better options. Oh yeah. Chorus obviously. Colossus. Iceman, like, long past are the days when Iceman was a inherently difficult opponent to deal with. Because now there are so many champions that are immune to cold snap or able to simply deal with a debuff. Why is Sunspot not cold snap immune? Because he's not hot enough. I don't know. Oh yeah, Havoc is great counter for that, for sure. Boom, sorry. Ice Phoenix, that brings back memories, eh? Ice Phoenix was the 12.1 quest, wasn't it? Or something like that. You got some humor? No, I actually apparently, and this is like a legit comment I think on my last video, or well, anyways, the video from yesterday, and I just got flat out told that I have the most boring of all MCOC channels, which kind of left me baffled, right? Because you have to watch me and repeatedly like watch my channel to know that it's the most boring one, and like you need to make comparisons, right? So you can't just take a guess or watch a minute. You actually need to spend substantial amount of time on my channel to kind of like develop an opinion that I'm boring, and then also kind of like care enough to kind of just sneak that little dig in to like actually go to comment section or leave a comment. Like, you know, normal people like generally like, okay, it's boring or it's not interesting, just like switch it off. But then there is like boring to the next standard, where apparently I have bored somebody so much that they felt the need to let me know in comment section. So that's also kind of like, you know, next level standard. Because yeah, for instance, me and I suspect most other normal people, if I watch a video and if I feel bored, I just switch over the video. I don't go to comment section, go and say kind of like, this is incredibly boring, I can't believe, like, why are you making videos or whatever. Like, it's boring, fine, just like move on, you know. And apparently there's next level boring. If you bore somebody well enough, so to speak, they're gonna go to your comment section and just say that you're like the most boring YouTuber. So I actually got kind of like confused from that comment. I was like, thank you for watching, I guess, and feedback, but I don't know how serious to take that comment, like. So yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I know, random dude. He might just be trolling, obviously. You seem to put a smile on my face every day. Why, you're welcome. Pop it off. Most boring channel is can feel your brain cells dying. That's relatable, I guess. Another reason why I don't watch it anymore. Oh, beautiful voice. Why, thank you very much. Apparently it's very hard to understand accent as well. Seems Supreme worth rank 5. Many people say yes, and objectively he's a good champion, but he's definitely not my cup of tea. So like wholeheartedly, I'll just kind of like say it like this. yes, he is useful for a multitude of endgame kind of like matchups and scenarios. No doubt about it. But, I don't know, I don't like him at all. What's up, Jonathan? Oh, thank you very much for your kind words. Ugly fat version of Mojo. Agreed. Yes, I watched Ferguson Gaethje fight. Gaethje was on point, man. Like, Ferguson got battered. Better question is, did you watch Ngannou? 20 seconds. And apparently the guy didn't know where he is till like much later on in the day. Used Mojo with Gilly for can't stop, won't stop. And it's great. Oh yeah, Mojo is very good like with that note. I think it's like, what is it Gilly or like Rogue synergy? Oh yeah, Galk and Korg synergy, yes. Can't stop, won't stop with that Mojo is awesome. I actually want to try it. If I rank 5 my Mojo, I'll try it out on IQ for sure. Hype for Gaethje versus Khabib, I think it's gonna be cool. Oh, okay. Here's the thing, like, I can respect Gaethje for everything that he does, and he's definitely a good fighter, but he's not a fighter that kind of like brings me that hype vibe. Like, I can get hyped for Conor's fights, I can get hyped for Khabib's fights, I can get hyped for, I don't know, Masvidal fights, I can get hyped for whoever, but Gaethje for me is not quite up there as in kind of like the main hype. I'm sure it's gonna be a great fight, man. Like, I haven't seen a single fight from Gaethje which was like bad or boring. So yeah, I know it's gonna be a great fight, but I'm just like, objectively speaking, no matter like how good or bad what is, he's not one of those fighters that I in my head put in that kind of like mega superstar level. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about Gaethje as well, by the way. He's clearly a fantastic fighter. It's just my brain doesn't associate Gaethje with hype. So, and that is that. Somebody's calling me. I think I need to reply. I need to put the music back on. One second. Oh, is it worth getting MD for Doom? Yes, and 4 probably. I mean, Doom does not necessarily need MD, but it obviously helps. It obviously does help quite a bit. Like, Claire is a champion who, for instance, needs that MD much less than Doom does. But Doom isn't the most MD reliant Mystic champion, nowhere close. Not like Man-Thing and Dr. Voodoo are like 2 definitions of champions that are like basically demanding you to have MD. Doom is somewhere in between. He benefits quite a bit from Mystic Dispersion, but he can deal alright without it. And then there's Black Widow Clairvoyant, who quite frankly in many matchups doesn't even want MD because you get too much power. And then you have like Man-Thing and Dr. Voodoo, who absolutely 100% must have Mystic Dispersion to and function as they are intended. So Doom's somewhere in the middle there, so yeah, Mystic Dispersion is kind of like cool and needed, good. And the higher the better, it's always answered with Mystic Dispersion. Not much to it. What did I say yesterday? The Mojo lookalike. I mean, it's fine. Like, again, like, I don't understand why everybody finds that compulsive need to bring it up again and again and again in every stream. I generally do not enjoy this shit talking or whatever, or making fun of somebody. And no, I'm not going for Black Widow Koala. Honestly, like for my main account, there are two things that are very important for me on my main account right about now. I want to spend as little money as possible. Black Widow certainly is a very bad champion objectively that does not warrant any investment. Red Guardian, however, does seem to have potential. So that's who I'm gonna take a look at. And if I'm gonna spend anything, that's gonna be on the Red Guardian. And all in all, I don't know, man. Like, I'm on my main account, I just don't feel the kind of like drive to play it much at the moment. But yeah, Red Guardian looks good, man. Red Guardian does look good, I must say. I think slow debuff, like inherently, is very kind of like the word should be banned, probably. The slow debuff inherently is like one of the most potent debuffs in game. Like, I think it's so important for current kind of like endgame content. Cannot state enough. There are so many champions who these days have auto blocks, evades, so many different nodes that make champions evade or go unstoppable. And slow debuff is such a very reliant way how to deal with all of that stuff. Do you play another mobile game? No, I do not, unfortunately. Hottest character in game, Daisy Johnson, Latvian Guardian, Captain Latvia. But yeah, Red Guardian definitely seems suspect good. Nah, it's okay. Like, don't like get overly in it. It's not like get your life, chill out, man. Like, I mean, I'm happy that you're moderating and you're doing a great job, but let's not pretend that I'm somehow overly insulted or hurt by any of those comments. Just kind of like, yeah, be reasonable about it. Like, mods are getting mad, I know, right? Mods are flipping the switch. You can feel somebody's gonna get wrenched. Somebody's gonna get wrenched in this stream. It's only a matter of time till one of them, I call them loose cannons, yeah, till one of them loose cannon mods is just gonna wrench the chat. I just realized that Craig's name is Daisy Johnson. Haha. Best team for Abyss. I actually have made a video how you can make your best Abyss team based on what you have on your account and what you should do to prep for Abyss. So a bunch of messages getting deleted. No, I generally think I just explained that Red Guardian has access to slow debuff, which I think is inherently like. Think about it, there is not a single champion in game with slow debuff that's bad. You know why? Because that slow debuff pretty much single-handedly makes that champion good. Like, that's as simple as that. Champions that have access to slow right now. She-Hulk, fantastic. Spider-Gwen, incredibly underrated. Stealth Suit Spidey, pretty much the best Spidey, and largely because of his access to slow debuff. Sorcerer Supreme, Sorcerer Supreme, another great Mystic champion that does like help. Is there anybody else right now? Well, Storm technically has passive slow, but it doesn't really work like that. So, every champion in game currently with slow debuff is already good. I think Red Guardian is also going to be great, because not only he has access to that slow debuff, he has access to slow debuff effortlessly. Get to level 1 and that's it. It's up for the entire fight. You don't need to be able to land full combos, you don't need to be able to land heavy attacks. Like, if you can't land heavy attacks, you can still get access to your slow. For instance, Aspect of War. Okay, you can't refresh it slow, but you can still spend entire fight with slow active, because you can just spam level 1s. So yeah, I think Red Guardian's gonna be really good champion. And I think he's gonna have a decent damage ramp up as well. Thinking about rank 5 Archangel versus Colossus. I personally value Colossus higher. I think Archangel's a fantastic champion, and I think Archangel is just getting better and better and better as the game moves on. But I think Colossus currently is amazing. To a point where I put Colossus basically in front of Mutant Glass. I'm quite sure I would value, like if I made like top 5 mutants in game right now, I'd put Colossus in first, probably. Well, I made a video not too long ago saying Colossus, in my opinion, is the best mutant in game, which he is. And only mutant champion that can somewhat give him a run for his money is Omega Red. But since they both synergize together, it's kind of like, alright, you can measure your Winkies later, but both of you are going in the questing. You know. So yeah, I'd definitely go with Colossus. Infinity War Thor would be cool. Infinity War Thor was like arguably the most badass, coolest superhero in MCU ever portrayed, kind of like. Because he was just shown OP. Personally, I think Omega is better. No, that's fair enough. Like, as I said, like, I can understand that, and Omega is the only one who I could kind of like put close to it as well. So that's fair enough. If you think Omega is better for you. For me, Colossus definitely. And what's up, Katie? Welcome to the stream. For those of you who do not know, Katie Candy currently is in possession of exclusive information that she has refused to share with any of us, no matter the circumstances. So I'm not saying that Katie is a party pooper, but Katie is a party pooper. Like, you know, could at least give us some hints, make it interesting or something. No, says nothing. These bought and paid for CCP members are just being utilized as Kabam hype machines in order to sell Kabam product. I'm looking at every single CCP member less and less as a human being and more as a walking billboard. Just saying. Is Red Guardian hot? I don't know. Depends. How about that, Katie, eh? Oh, Django Unchained was a cool movie, yes. Like that movie a lot. In the bed. Who's gonna put me there? You? Tell me the info or emoji gets it. Oh man. And unfollow any CCP YouTube. Yeah, I am actually having and this is gonna be like purely honestly and not aimed at KT at all, like specifically, but I'm getting more and more kind of like annoyed, and I dislike the CCP more and more in general, because it seems that it's, yeah, just kind of like shut up, smile, be positive, look at all of this useless junk that everybody should be happy about kind of like model. And then when you pair these champion reviews with certain CCP members labeling everything god tier, and man, like, I don't know, it's just getting more and more cringe. And again, like, I can fully accept that my content isn't perfect, and I say a lot of things that are wrong, and I do a lot of things that are wrong. But specifically about, like, CCP content, not about CCP content creators, but CCP related content, exclusive information, champion reviews, stuff like that, more and more of it is just getting more cringe. Do you need... Some fights you want suicide, some fights you don't. I'm not saying like, oh, okay, like Black Widow, Black Widow Deadly Origins, yeah. I'm not saying like you are the one who overhypes all of the new champions. But you know who I'm talking about though. Yeah, it's like, in this case, like, the one specific YouTuber did not put in like god tier or insane in the description, and everybody knows like absolute shit. Anthony, did I see you're lost? Signs up for dating science passions. CCP members and hate for a man, baby, who doesn't like how I play a mobile game. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go and smack these guys out. White Widow, yes, I call her White Widow myself, personally. I think it's an appropriate name. I remember when Seaton was in CCP. Oh, that's ages ago, man. Which was the champion that brought the apocalypse CCP? CCP was also like functionally dead for like a year, and then like we got revived when Tel took over. Killmonger, oh yeah. Okay, cool, fair enough. So that's how long ago it was. Killmonger gets eaten kicked from CCP. That's the best special. No, but generally, Deadly Origins, I feel, is just so bad. I mean, she might be like neat and fun and whatever, but hey, what's up, Deepish? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, that's why. Oh, that actually explains so much, man. Like, all of those Killmonger kind of like sucks, and Killmonger can get out damaged by Cyclops videos and stuff. Like, all of that is like subconscious hate for Killmonger because it got him into the shit. Ah, that makes so much sense though, doesn't it? Like, don't you guys agree? It's like perfect. You YouTuber gamer from India? Well, welcome to the channel, man. Happy Friday. Do you have apple juice ready? No, actually, I need to go to the store. After the stream, I'm gonna pop and buy like a 12-pack of apple juice, because as I mentioned, I have run out. But yeah, man, it's it all comes together. It's kind of like, you know, plot thickens, and like, here we come. There is the hate. The source of all hate and negativity Killmonger has been getting on Seaton's channel. It's all just like a subconscious kind of like repressed emotions toward the whole experience at Valentine's many moons ago. It's brilliant though. What happened in Season CCP? Oh, Season used to be in CCP, and he basically had to leave CCP when it come to light that Seaton used the CCP champion, like that's given to test and make videos about on like Alliance or Defense, and then it turned out that it was because he had Valentine's date and he had asked somebody to move for him in AQ and like place the defense on Alliance or something like that. And clearly Kabam like obviously wasn't okay with it, and then there was this whole drama. There should be like a YouTube video about it. I don't want to speak like about it because people are gonna consider I'm shit staring or whatever. But base idea is just watch up. If you type in Ceton and CCP, probably should come up. Or it's not there anymore. I don't know. Well, either way, it's his story, not mine, so I'm not gonna talk about it too much. Watching you do it feels so wrong. I know, I feel a little bit filthy. I'm gonna go have a shower straight after the stream. Because it just, I don't know, man, like my body's giving me warning signs, I guess you can say. It's kind of saying like, stop, what are you doing? Don't degrade yourself, like, as in, don't let Kabam do this to you. Like, you have more pride than that. You don't need to grind arena and, like, you know, all of this. And I don't know, man. It does not feel good, I can tell you that much. But since this is an account where I cannot, and I have confirmed that I will not spend like any excess amount of money outside those $15. Hey, questing? Yeah, I will go and do a quest or something. So just want to get like milestone or something. Oh my god, I got staggered. That sucks. Stupid Juggernaut, man. I hate that staggering thing. Okay, he staggered me again. How dare you? Staggered me again. Yeah, I know. No choice but to play arena if you don't cash out. That's so annoying about this game, man. You really think they want me in CCP? There is literally nobody on YouTube who has sweared more at Kabam than me. You really do think they want me in CCP? This gameplay, good luck. Thank you. Wood or She-Hulk? She-Hulk 100%, man. She-Hulk's so much superior. I don't understand why people still have like a break on She-Hulk. She-Hulk is like legit up there with the best of the best. So good. No, but we want you in there. Doubt they would ever let it happen. Go on, last KT. I know that. To be fair, I do give them the benefit of the doubt, and I do also make positive videos about them when I do like something that they have done. So it's not like I'm just like, you know, shitting on them every day for nothing. Where I'm from? I'm from Latvia. It's a small country in Eastern Europe. Maybe alternate KT. Ooh, that would make a good episode of alternate series. Yeah, She-Hulk is so good, man. It's Agent what? Agent K84. Okay. What's up, Agent K84? How goes it? I hope all is well with yourself, your agentness. Boom. Ah, come on, lad. Cosplay as Mr. Fantastic. Everybody's been asking for me basically cosplaying as Red Guardian. Okay. Hulk with silver stars against poor Hulk. Alternate KT is friends with Kate. Friends with KT and all Canadian YouTubers love him. Do not. I don't know, man. Who knows? Who knows? There are many alternate versions of myself, though. Really need to start grinding arena, kind of broke a gold. Well, I think then you need incursions maybe a bit more. I kind of like that aspect of She-Hulk though, because you kind of have to like be aggressive but think on your feet quickly. Nice stream, thanks. Why? Dankeschön, Dankeschön. Meine liebe Freund. That was probably really wrong, but it felt so right. Dun, dun, dun. Спасибо, друг. No, that was right. I bet there is a surprised Pikachu face somewhere in the chat right now. I was like, what did he say? Was the buff should be live in next update. Speaking your native tongue, Paldies. Liels paldies jums visiem. Kā jums šodien klājas? Ceru, ka ir laba diena. My native tongue is like quite difficult language. Objectively difficult. Like, as in like, it's much easier, for instance, to learn German or German or English than it is to learn my native language, because it's it's relatively complex and tricky. Indicate you would cosplay as Red Guardian, saying hello there. Maybe. Wanna be friends? I do not know. That kind of comment makes me want to blow in my stranger danger whistle. Never trust strangers when they offer you candy or want to be your friends. It's what my mother taught me when I was 4. As far as I'm concerned, it still applies. It's kind of learn German, Russian. I think Russian is relatively easy to learn, especially speaking Russian is quite easy to learn. Writing and reading in Russian is tricky, but like conversational Russian is much easier to learn than German. Stranger danger. Just did lol. Should I finish all of it or just jump in abyss? It's up to you, man. I mean, if you have a good team, Labyrinth, if you have time, do Labyrinth, why not, man? You can get the generic 5-star Awakening gem and so on and so forth, so might as well do that first, because it's not gonna cost you many units at all, man. How long till this account gets caps? Hopefully 2 days. Well, day and a half, I'd say. If I get skill Awakening gem in my first chronometer rift thing, try, attempt, call it as you want. Oh yeah, English is relatively, objectively easy language to learn. I agree with that. It's one of the easier languages to learn kind of superficially. Now, when it comes to obviously all the slangs and local expressions and different use of words, so on and so forth, it might not be as easy and straightforward, but like to a base level. To a base level, English is one of the kind of easier languages to learn. And again, that's not to include elaborate sarcasm or like, you know, all sorts of kind of like local mannerisms and words and expressions, so on and so forth. Like, what do you want to do? I know, right? It's a bit creepy, Timur. It's like legit one of those things. Like, should I be worried? Like, like, I know for a fact this is not how it normally goes. Like, that's not an everyday normal question. So, do I call police now or after somebody breaks in and cuts a strand of my hair? It's like, I don't know where this is going, but I'm quite sure I will not like where it ends up. Where it ends up, like, you know, it's kind of like, Can't imagine what it's like learning English in Latvia. It was actually quite easy, I'll be honest, like, because learning English has the big advantage, because all of your movies and TV shows are in English, right? So, honestly, like, for the first couple of years, I was like medium level student with kind of like okay grades. I didn't do overly well, and then my mother bought me a PC. I didn't even have internet, just having PC and having like all the video games and having English used in all of the games, plus me being able to watch like the latest movies in English. And over the summer, so she bought me the PC in like kind of springtime. I had it for one summer. I went back to school and I knew everything my teacher was trying to teach me, because I had heard those words, I knew what they mean. I had instinctively pretty much kind of like picked up English to a very kind of high degree. And kind of like over the course of one summer, I went from being kind of like in middle of the pack, middle of the class, to being like one of the best students, or if not the best student in my class or in the year in general. And I just seemed to know everything that I had to. So English has that big advantage over any and every other language, because globalization is real. Everybody connects to people across the globe, and most of consumable entertainment is produced in English. Therefore, English gets learned by many just by kind of like entertaining yourself. Like, it's kind of similar, you know, those guys who watch too much anime, and like I have a mate who has seen way too much anime to a point where he pretty much understands Japanese. He doesn't speak it well, but he doesn't need subtitles when he's watching anime now, because he understands what they're talking about. You're officially 87th in leaderboard. I'm so high that I just... Ooh, cool. Don't speak English, I speak American. Oh, that actually has caused quite a bit of problems for me as well, because in Latvia... they teach American English, and obviously when I moved to UK, it's English here. Well, I learned to play MCOC by watching YouTube. That's fair enough. So yeah, so English has that like big advantage on top of being inherently simple language on a base superficial level. Obviously, mastery of English and level of your understanding of English is different, but in general, English is relatively easy language to pick up to a superficial level. Plus the fact that it's kind of like this universal language of your entertainment and pop culture and all of that stuff, kind of like gives English even more of an edge in the world. No swearing? Well, I can. You can't stop me. If you want to, you can go fuck yourself. Haha, see? There's nothing you can do about it. What I can do, leave a dislike? No swearing. I'll decide. You cosplay as Kratos if you shave a beard. Could I? Are you sure? Why would you say that? Is Mandarin one of the hard... Yes, Mandarin is hard language. What's up, Prince? How are you doing? Yes, I did rank up my 2-star chorus. I did rank up my 2-star chorus. Yes, I grew it in honor of Red Guardian. Why not? Why not? Let's go with that. Don't tempt the people. Well. Wait a second, have you been doing arena for an hour? Jesus Christ, I feel sick. Yes, I have been doing arena for 2 hours. Effectively, I regret my life decisions, and I have come to an kind of like ultimate understanding that this is no way to live. This is no way to live. I need to get help. Как дела? I am doing just fine. Can't complain. Where do you mate learn? I'm sure part of it came from there. It's not that he disclosed that particular source of education with me. But kissanime.tv is probably his website of choice. He also reads quite a lot of manga and stuff, but that probably doesn't help as much. That's what I do every day and I hate every second of it. It sounds like a very, very miserable existence. Are you sure that we're not like this some jackasses in previous life and this isn't like a modern version of hell? I'm just saying, it would make a lot of sense that this would be some sort of divine punishment to grind arena for days. Look at them 8 Furies. Unfortunately, they are very weak Furies. But hey, it's better than no Furies. That's the only thing. Like, if I weren't able to stream, I definitely wouldn't grind anything at all on this account. Just the fact that I can speak with you guys is kind of much better, I guess, because I can crack jokes. You guys can have a bit of fun. I can, I don't know, occasionally drop an F-bomb or whatever else to keep you guys amused. Then in come like LC, he drops a tenner, and I'm like, okay, that's gonna bring me some more apple juice. And yeah, it's all of a sudden a bit different experience how it otherwise would be if I were to grind arena all by myself in a corner of the room somewhere. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to play this game at all if I still subjected myself to this aspect of the game. Quite long ago, I kind of just made my peace with the fact that I'm gonna have to spend some extra amount of money on a constant basis because I refuse to grind arena. Yeah, no, I'm grinding on my baby Thekiryu account because I kind of feel that I need to make at least some daily progress, because currently, largely, for everything on my account, I'm pretty much just waiting till I get the chronometer and I can try to get my A-gun awakened. So it feels like my this baby account is on halt. So I figured I might as well do something that kind of like helps me out even a tiny bit, even like gets me, I don't know, some more units or something. So besides, when these arenas are gonna end, I'm gonna get like some titans of shards, which might be helpful for my next 5-star or something. I don't know, 4-star, whatever it is. It's better than not doing anything, I guess. And I get a chance to chill with you guys. And obviously, since I'm in lockdown and all that, it's not like I have all that many options to do. You know, it also benefits me that I can be right here in front of you and speak with you guys and try and keep you guys entertained, and at the same time be entertained by you and all of your weird questions. Like, hey, do you want to be friends? I got candy. Right in there, in that van, it says free candy on it. Swear that was creepy. No, I'm not on Act 1 100%, but I actually will probably start working on it, because I need them units. Because I did some monthly content 100%. I 100%ed like beginner difficulty for the units there. But yeah, actually, good shout while I'm waiting. I might as well go and try 100% some stuff in Act 1 maybe. This is forums and you are not. What? This is not forums, my friend. So we did forums for the first time, and right now I'm on a war between Claire versus Doom. Ooh, are you winning? Can you heavy chain that will expose Boston variant for the gun? Yeah, I think you can. I'm quite sure you can. And yeah, I know. I need to get level 45 though. That's a very big thing. Obviously, I'm gonna get Cavalier first. Then hopefully I can get some decent rewards. Then I'm gonna try and complete Variant 4 and or try to explore it. At the same time, pretty much the same time, I'm gonna try and do Labyrinth with a rank 4 A-gun. And that's gonna be helpful. And then I'm just gonna try and explore rank 5 or something, I don't know. When you're at the level you're at, the units outweigh the energy cost. Yeah, I guess. Okay, you see Cosmic Arena Battle, you got some stuff. Summoner Trials. Look at that. 10 more units, man. 10 more units. I don't think I actually have a unit XP boost right now. I also need to level up Event Zone, but I don't have stuff to level up with, so that's fine. 6-star Warlock or A-gun rank 2. Depends what you want to do. Both are fantastic champions, needless to say. Okay, let's pop these two open. Yeah, I got 2 premium hero crystals. 3-star Juggy, that's some 4-star shards. It's progress. It's progress, lads. 1500 4-star shards here. Not a small amount. When I do roll with Gilly, maybe later today actually. I could do it later today possibly. Lilith is dope. Now I understand how you're into. Oh, thanks, Prince. Yeah, Taskmaster can be quite cool, I'll be honest. Like, I quite enjoy playing him. He's really interesting to play. He might not be like the most OP or the best champion in the game, but he's interesting at the very least. And also quite good. 1075% XP boost. I didn't buy it. It might be worth it. I'm not too sure though. It probably is worth it, I'd say. I'd say it is worth it. More than likely. But I didn't buy it. 745 units. Get in there. 745. Okay, so I have level up, which I cannot unfortunately complete. There's nothing I can do here. This one's kind of like fine, I guess. So, I have the battle chips that I can open. Yes, Killmonger benefits hugely with his awakened ability. His damage output goes way up. He really needs to be awakened for damage. Without awakened ability, he hits a lot weaker. No, I don't need uncollected ring crystal, I need regular ring crystals. However many I can afford. Ooh, wait. What am I saving units for? Become Cavalier, complete Labyrinth, buy energy refills mainly, and some revives probably. Okay, I have 8 of these babies. Let's pop them open. Let's go. 45 units minimum. 90 ideally. 45. 790 units, man. That's some daily grind, man. That's some daily grind. Most appreciate. Every champion's breaking them down to their full speed. Thanks, Prince. Appreciate it. I got Mojo. I unlocked Sector 6, but Sector 4 rewards I can't get now. Oh right, I need to check when my sector rewards are gonna change based on. Because I think as soon as these reset, like in 3 days, I should be able to access higher sectors, like Sector 5 and Sector 6, because I have 5 stars now. But yeah, 790 units. Somebody's bulking up nicely. Sector 6 is for people who have 5 stars or above. 8, okay. So soon we're gonna get there. No, I cannot awaken a gun today. I still need to wait like another full day pretty much. You need 8 5 stars. I'm at 5 stars. I need 3 more 5 stars. But, okay. Either way, guys, that's gonna do for now. I may or may not do another stream a bit later on today. Who knows? If I do, it's probably gonna be relatively quick, a Realm of Legends completion. Huge thank you to LC Music Tracks and Lawrence for coming in, dropping some little something in the pot. Huge thank you to every single one of you for hanging out with me, withstanding my retarded mumbling and my jabbering or whatever else. Nah, I'm just kidding. I know I'm actually quite a funny guy. You guys probably liked it. You guys probably liked it just as much as I did. Anyways, see you soon.